come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running right, here's Falk. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That throw's not going to get him a whole.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Defense wins championship, baby.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And to give this time to the tailback. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields flushed out right. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
11.
Check it out,
X3. 218. Jump.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Here we go.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Here we go, here we go. Black 80! Hey, gun.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He may try and run for this. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Come on, now, come on, now.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of it as this game goes along, because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Switch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
50 seconds to Mike. You're not ready. You're not ready.
On 1st and 10, Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way?
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Nick Bosa in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
Let's go.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Here we go,
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
13. 61. Matchbox lights.
This is Breida. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game considering the blitz that they just had against them.
21. Here we go.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
12, fellas, here we go. 12.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. On 1st down, Fields escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 1st down, Garoppolo. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 38, Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And they give this time to the tailback. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
57. Let's get it together, defense.
Operating from the gun. Fields. And that will be incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that's going to up the lead to 15-10. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Now it's Brady. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
One, Omaha. Check. 58, boys, 58. Two. Hey, Charlie.
58 to Mike.
Here we go.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
50 seconds to mine. Not here.
They'll go right back to the ground with Falk. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He can run for it, and he will. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
A gain of 3, second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
The Rams on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Yeah, he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
57. Mike, 57. Let's go, dude.
They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve. 65, 65.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
They can't hang with us.
They run with Breida. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Here's Breida. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
58, right over there, yeah.
Hey, alert!
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a give to Breida. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Right back to him on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hey, gun.
Check 37, check 37.
Protein spill.
Safety's creeping. Check the backer.
Hey, alert! 11.
From the 44, Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the handoff, this is Breida. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Go ahead.
They run again with Breida. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way, because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
I got you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Here we go. 180!
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida with time running out, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2.
21.
Garoppolo to throw, and this is caught, and it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight to the right.
And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
That's a game of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
You run. Tight right. 3 down.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Niners, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad beat pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause I claim she can count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them, mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop be looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
S-T-R-O.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support bra. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find.
I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Grape colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Tell me what she want, what she needs.